F9, also known as Fast and Furious 9, is the 10th installment of the franchise, 9th if you exclude Hobbs and Shaw. I won't name the entire cast of the movie because there's a lot of them, but the movie was directed by Justin Lin, who directed the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th installment. And to be honest with you, it kind of shows. When you have one person directing so many movies of the same franchise, you're bound to have dull ideas eventually. Within the first 30 minutes, I could tell that there's something about the story and the dialogue that seemed a bit off. I later found out that Chris Morgan was not involved in this movie. He wrote the Fast and Furious movies from Tokyo Drift to Hobbs and Shaw. From what we saw in the trailer, John Cena's character, Jakob Toretto, is the main antagonist. I thought Cena was cool here. He really felt like Dominic's rival. He was a great driver, he was as strong as him, and he was taller than him. He was basically working with Cypher, the main antagonist of the previous film, Face of the Furious. Now let's get to the bad. This movie was pushing it. I enjoyed the other stunts from the previous movies. Even though those stunts were ridiculous, but at least there was some realism to it. Cars parachuting? Sure, why not? Catching someone who was flung from a tank? I thought it was cool. Driving a car from one skyscraper to another? Maybe. Here it looked dumb. I was laughing at some of it. The Tarzan swing that Dominic did with his car was silly. When I first saw that moment where Dominic was about to drive off the cliff, I literally thought the car was about to fly.
Hold on.
Tell me you're not thinking what I think you're thinking. There's no bridge!
Oh, hell no.
The confidence that he had made me think it was possible, which it sort of is. After all, it's Fast and Furious. The whole idea of the franchise going to space felt like they were trying to please the audience. They didn't have to do that, at least in my opinion. I also enjoyed the banter between Roman and Tej. They were always bickering and it was usually funny. Roman does bring up an interesting point in the movie. I don't think I've ever questioned it, but I'm glad they brought it up. It just shows you that the franchise is self-aware. You shouldn't take them seriously. F9 was a bit predictable. I could tell what was going to happen almost a mile away. Even the ending was predictable. I think the Fast and Furious franchise should have had a different director for every film. A new director could bring in fresh ideas and a different way of telling the story. With that said, I was still entertained. I'm definitely going to watch the next two movies because I'm one of those people. I think Justin Lin will return to direct the two-part finale. I'm interested to see how those movies will be executed. Maybe Dominic Toretto dies at the end, who knows. Also, I have to talk about Han being back. It's kind of a big deal. They do give an explanation of how he's still alive, which sort of makes sense, but then you end up having more questions at the same time. I also appreciated how certain stories were connecting with each other. I didn't ask for it, but I'm glad I got it. So overall, F9 was okay. There were ups, there were downs. In my opinion, it was almost 50-50, which means that F9 will get 2.5 stars. I honestly don't know where I'd rank this movie, out of the entire Fast and Furious franchise, from the Fast and the Furious to this one. When watching this, you also have to remember that these movies, they don't take themselves seriously. So F9, have you watched it? What do you think about it? Please tell me in the comment section below.